Welcome everybody to the Canvas PD series. We've been working on this all year long, and we just want to remind you that the bit.ly is down there in the bottom right-hand corner to get access to all of the links and information and past videos. Just remember that it's a capital C for Canvas and a capital L for levels. I am Nicole Carter. I'm joined by Carrie Kunert and Chris Giles, and we are a part of the digital curriculum crew. And we're today going to be talking about Formative. Many of you in the math and science classes are probably using Formative, and we just want to make sure that you guys all know about the integration with Canvas. So Formative is a district paid digital tool that allows students in real time to show what they know. It, in every sense of the word, is a formative assessment tool. So we really like using it, like having it. It's currently only available for 6th through 12th grade. There are a few buildings throughout the district that have paid for it at the elementary level, but it isn't currently district-wide anywhere else than 6th through 12th. And we use it a lot, like I said, in the math and science classes, but I've heard from quite a few other teachers in the humanities areas that also use it for quick formative assessments. It really is great because it allows students to use the stylus, which we don't have enough of with our Chromebooks, and it allows for them to also write in and type and record audio, video, that kind of thing. And from a teacher's perspective, in real time, you can watch a thumbnail of each of your students' complete tasks. So it has really been great while we have been in the CDL environment, but it also will be great when we go back face to face. So some things to think about. I'm just going to reiterate. Parents can't necessarily see content on Formative unless their student logs into Formative and shows the assignment. So even though there is a good passback piece within Canvas, there isn't a good parent view section. And formatives have like date stamps on them and have to be opened. I know personally as a parent in this district, there's multiple times that my daughter has had to ask a teacher to open up a formative in order for her to work on late or missing work. And teachers just have to be really cognizant of the pass back feature with Canvas to make sure that any information, grading, feedback, that sort of thing goes back and forth between the two programs. So just some things to think about. And we're going to pass it over to Chris so that he can show you how to make it work.
Yeah, Formative's been around for a while, purchased in the district. Jen Mann, a colleague of ours, is the one who really kind of heads up a lot of the support. So we do have one-on-one support for Formative if you do need help. As far as the assignment itself, I'm creating a Canvas assignment. Here's my list. I just created it. It's called Formative Work. I'm going to click Edit because I'm going to show you the behind the scenes. So again, my instructions are up here. Those information does not change. But when I come down below, instead of it typically being an online tool or something, I want to make sure it's called an external tool. And when you do that, you're going to go ahead and click on Find, and it will be in alphabetical order. So Formative is down here where the letter F is. You click on Formative, and when you do that, it brings up what's called a picker. Mozilla does the same thing. Adobe Spark does the same thing. And so you can choose what tasks you want your students to complete. And then when you're done, you hit Select. And then at the bottom, you hit Save. So I'm going to hit Cancel only because I already created the assignment. What happens with Formative and why I love it so much like the other tools we have, is it shows up in Canvas. You could have students open in a new tab. There's nothing wrong with that. I just chose to leave it in this space. You and your students can always click the hamburger stack on the top left. And when you do that, it'll remove the links on the left-hand side, and that kind of opens your screen a little bit more. So if you are using Formative or Mozilla or something inside Canvas, you can click the stack on the left, and that will open and increase your screen real estate. And then as far as what I can do, I did assign it, and I assigned it as a guest student because that's what Carrie is today. And so I'm going to click Review Responses, and I'm going to go ahead and hit Stop Sharing. And Carrie's going to go ahead and just show what it looks like from a student going to Canvas and seeing that assignment.
Perfect. So I'm here in my Canvas as a student, and I'm going to go into my assignments within my course, and I'm going to find my Formative for today. And as it's beautifully thinking, there it is. It's right embedded right inside of my Canvas. I don't have to hop to another tab, as Chris was just saying. And then I can go through, and I am going to totally see how awesome I do on this test by guessing all the answers. I have not truly read the passage, and that is not modeling excellent student. And I also have the ability to write here my answer.
And again, I'm teachers in.
Selfishly, I've never seen this part of it. So
yeah. So I have Carrie who's showing up and I can hide names. I love that you can go ahead and hide names. But what I'm going to do is you could just, as Carrie is providing answers, I can just click on the question itself, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and I can see that Carrie is choosing her answer. I could click totals, and that's going to show the response as she's going through. Carrie, what question was the written response?
I am on question number 9 right now.
So I'm going to go to question 9. And so I can see as Carrie's responding, there it is. She's writing live in this formative. And if I wanted to give her, I could go ahead and give her feedback. So down below, I can go ahead and say type feedback for Carrie. I can give audio, I can embed, I can use stickers, emojis. So
if you have more than one student, though, it's going to show up as like that little square thumbnail. You'd see multiple of those.
Yeah. If I went to totals, I would see the list of all my students. Yeah. But if I went to, let's say, I really want to see how they're doing question 3, I could say question 3, and it would show thumbnails of all the students in my class, and I could see how they're doing. And truly, formative is what that is. How are my students doing at the moment so I can take action to help move them forward in that learning?
All right.
So, and then Carrie's going to go ahead, and I think, Carrie, you hit select, or you hit, I think you have a submit button. Yeah. Once Carrie hits submit, and that's key because, the scores in the material, the values live in formative, but in Canvas, you can actually take those score values and push them into Canvas if you want to. And so I can click on those little 3 dots next to where it says a code in this case, but I can click on those 3 dots and I can go ahead and do grade passback. And I can choose Canvas, and it says complete or incomplete grading gives 100% distribution otherwise. And you can toggle what you want between these 2. And it says no classes, this formative has not been done. So if I had a class, which I didn't have a class, then it would send information right to my Canvas course. And then what I could do is in my gradebook, I would see how my students have done on that assignment. And so right now, in this case, it's not showing because Carrie was not in my formative class. But everybody who's in middle school, in high school, you have access to formative. It's not just a math tool. It can be in any kind of tool. And there is a writing component now with formative where you can actually have students write short paragraphs, or they can go ahead and do the writing that way as well.
Perfect. We want to make sure at the end of our slide there that you see that we have also linked a ton of information that we've already gathered for teachers on how to use formative specifically. This was just about the integration within Canvas. So click on those links to see our slides that our team has prepared and lots more information about how to use formative. Thanks for joining us.